Good morning, social studies students. This is Mr. Sayre, and this is mostly for fourth period. Miss Mueller will be your sub. What's going to happen today is we're going to see how the Christians took pilgrimages to the Holy Land. You need to write down some vocab. We're going to review a little bit what we've done over the past 2 days, and so I'll show you what's going on. Number 1, we have no school Monday. Yay! If you have a brother or sister in the high schools here, they don't have school on Monday or Tuesday. Bummer. For us, it'd be nice to have a 4-day weekend, but 3 days is awesome. Anyway, we're going to review your stuff from Wednesday, which was social mobility, hierarchy, and rigid feudalism, and your monastery notes from yesterday. Also, today we are going to work on medieval vocab, a chivalry sheet, which is not due until next Sunday, but it's going to get a lot of farthings for you. And then you have one online worksheet through the TCI book, through Clever, that you're going to do today. So your vocab and your TCI questions are due today. And then since we have no school on Monday, you can relax. We will be working on your blogs next week for feudalism and for the church, and those will be due on Tuesday and Wednesday. This shows what you saw on Wednesday, and based on the image, what do you think it's telling us? What questions do you have? And so it was a social hierarchy, and it was a system in society where people are ranked by their social class, and the social mobility, the movement of people between different social classes was difficult, actually, if you look at this picture, this cartoon. It had a rigid social class, a social class where there is no mobility. A person remains in the same class their entire life. Does it represent a society with social mobility or rigid class structure? There's all kinds of hints on this, and you can tell that the people on the bottom are doing all the work, and then as it goes up, they are getting more and more rights, and you can even see that they're keeping people from coming higher. This is what we did yesterday. You did your scriptorium with your illuminated letter, hopefully. Hopefully you were wearing a robe and you took a picture and you uploaded it. The things that were important to you in the chancel. As I said yesterday, the stained glass window, why did they use these? Basically to inform and educate people that couldn't read what's beautiful in our culture, and this could be a lot of things. I'm not going to tell you one thing. It could be music, it could be something visual, it could be something digital, like on your computers, whether you like it and it's in Snapchat or it's creative, whatever. How do we send messages to people? Back then, they used to send it, they started to use books. The printing press was coming out later, and they would do handwritten books, which were mostly written in scriptoriums. But now we do it electronically in seconds around the world. In terms of debriefing, your feelings and describe the atmosphere. Hopefully that was good for you. Why did they believe silence brings them closer to God? They felt like they needed to hear God, that he was speaking all the time, but they were not hearing because they were distracted by everyday life, which is number 4. The monk's life versus a regular medieval person's life is the monk was very silent, listening, whereas the regular medieval person was working away, busy, and that included noise and distraction, and so they had a very different life. Reasons to become a monk: maybe seeking after God, being very spiritual. Some didn't want to pay taxes. Number 6, how much power did the church have in the medieval period? It had a tremendous amount of power. It could get kings to do what it wanted to do. The idea of excommunication and the possibility of going to hell if you were not part of the church was a huge fear of many people at that time. Why did you like or not like the simulation? That's up to you. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you learned something from it. The vocabulary is right here, and you're going to go ahead and copy the vocab from here. I'm not going to read through it. Into here. And you do not need to worry about doing the symbols or the icons. All right, just the definitions. The next thing that you're going to do is you will go to Clever. And on Clever, you'll go to either my page or the TCI page. And this is where you're going to go ahead and go. You're going to go to the text. And there is an assignment actually in Google Classroom. And it is called Pilgrimages and Crusades, TCI text. And so here's the student sign in. And so you're going to sign in here. And then you're going to do the text, which is, I don't know why it's there. It's the last place that I was. So you're going to be doing the TCI, and then you're going to do Roman Catholic Church. And in Roman Catholic Church, yes, Roman Catholic Church. I'm faster than it is. Section 3, Pilgrimages and Crusades. So you just have to read this short section. And then you're going to answer these questions down here. So there's this question. And then there's 1, 2, 3 questions. And that's all you have to do for this assignment. And so when you're done with that, one of the things that you can do is you can go to this, which I've put into your, I've put it into Google Classroom. And you just need to do this first one, which talks about you being in the feudal system. And what, as a medieval person, would fit, which class would you be part of? What are the benefits and drawbacks of being part of that class and society? You want to add 1 to 3 images. If you want extra credit, I'll let you do that by adding a video in addition. Some of you may not know which class you would be in. So what I've done to make it easier is this. I've put this in here. It kind of shows what level you're in, what group you're in. And so I've highlighted them and color-coded them. None of you are nobility. Only monks are in the Pope and Church. So you can see that's the only green one. Oh, I forgot to do this one. This person is a city dweller. Come on, Walker. And then there are other castle dwellers. Oh, yeah, castle dwellers. This is actually a city dweller, excuse me. And then these are castle dwellers, which are in orange. And then the Tiffany blue are village and townspeople. They live outside the castle. They serve the Lord. The castle dwellers serve the lords, but they are not nobles. And they live in the castle. So that just kind of tells you where you're at. So for feudalism, you can figure out what are the pluses and minuses. Living in the castle is more safe. Living outside the castle, if the castle is being attacked, you can run inside. So that is a benefit of working for a lord. However, you're not living inside the castle and getting the benefits of being in the castle. So hopefully this helps you. It's kind of an overview for 4th period, but it's also for people that were absent. If you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email. The one last thing that I want to explain is your chivalry sheet. And the chivalry sheet is right here. You're going to practice chivalry, and that's what the knights would practice. It was kind of a code of honor and respect. And you would learn, if you were a squire, a page or a knight, a page, squire, or knight, in that order. You would learn skills of working with weapons and horses. You would be learning the oath of fealty or loyalty. You would be behaving properly according to the manners of the day. That would be everything from dancing to practicing Christianity to protecting the church to protecting ladies. And so you're going to practice chivalrous acts between now and next Sunday. So it gives you 2 weekends. Now, to get a better grade, 10 can get you up to a C, 13 up to a B, 15 up to an A. And then, because you're a changed person, how will you be more chivalrous in the future? You also have to get your parents to sign it, okay? And I would prefer that they would sign it by Tuesday, just so they know where you're acting so weird while you're cleaning your room, while you're having a good attitude. And then, if your parents could add a note about what a wonderful student you are now, then that would be great. But this is not due until next Sunday. And if everybody in your group does this, then what you can do is you can get extra farthings. And you can get extra farthings up to, I haven't decided yet, it'll be 50 to 100 farthings, which is a ton. Last but not least, 3 of these days you can say you completed all your homework on time for all of your classes. So 3 of the 15 is just being a good student. All right? And again, if you normally have a grumpy attitude, but all of a sudden you have a good attitude, you're being positive, you don't have to be asked multiple times to do something, you can use that 2 times. So 5 of them is having a better attitude and just doing your homework on time. And so then the other 5, 8, or 10 is going to help you do the rest. So I hope this helps you. Have a great day and have a great 3-day weekend. Bye.